All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to show 6 of our fall beauty series here on the Mile. If you have been joining me, if you've been joining me from the beginning where we did our skincare prep, getting into bronzer and contouring, and our base routine and our lip edit, thank you so much for tuning in each week. I'm excited to bring everything together for you tonight. If you are new in joining, welcome. My name is Saj. I'm a pro makeup artist in film and TV, and I have been sharing tips and tricks and expert knowledge in updating your fall beauty routine, starting from skincare. And now we're going into a full makeup look. So I'm going to get started tonight. As always, don't forget all of the products used tonight are listed at the live below. We also have an awesome promo code for you guys. And there's also a giveaway available for you that you gain entry to for each $75 purchase that you make through this live and any of the previous lives. So let's get started, guys. So I already have my skin prepped, of course, following our skin prep tutorial from show 1. And I have put on a hydrating base from Chanel. This is the Illuminatrice base. And this is a hydrating, it's a primer, but it feels like a hydrating moisturizer, which is why I love it so much. So I'm going to get straight into my base routine. I'm using this eye corrector from Clé de Peau in shade Buff, and it's a nice little click pen. And I'm going to take this under my eyes for my little dark circles. Now, if you have any questions throughout, any comments, or you just want to chit chat, feel free to go ahead and do that in the chat. I will be engaging and watching the chat box with you guys. And don't forget to also leave a heart so that I know that you guys are enjoying what you are seeing. So I'm just going over any little dark spots that stand out. And then this is so great. It has a really nice consistency. It's creamy, it's thick, but it's not too thick. It's not drying. And we can already see that brightening happening. I'm going in my Jenny Patinkin brush set, which is also included in the giveaway. And let's see what brush I'm going to grab. I'm actually going to take this end of the Conceal and Define brush. And I'm just going to lightly blend the edges of that corrector wherever I placed it. Because I don't want to move the product around too much. I like exactly where I placed it. So we're just feathering to get a nice blend. We have been having our usual fall weather in Atlanta where it is freezing in the morning and then you get dressed and then by noon you're shedding layers and then by late afternoon you're putting everything back on again. So it has been interesting to say the least. This is my base for tonight. This is the Chanel Le Beige Water Fresh Complexion Touch. I am using the shade B30. And again, like before, or maybe you weren't with us in the last live, so let me explain to you. This has pigment capsules suspended in a watery serum. So you don't just put it on your face first. You want to smoosh the pigment in and break it all up to start building out your color. So it's easier to do on the back of your hand, and then go in with your application. And I am going to do the cream complexion brush from Jenny Patinkin. It's dual-sided. And I'm just going to stipple a light layer of this on. And this blends so nice. It's very hydrating. And it dries down to a really nice skin-like finish. Okay, so this is what our base is looking like. I do want to go in with a little bit of bronzer and then layer a touch more foundation. So I've got the Chanel Le Beige Healthy Glow Bronzing Cream. The shade that I'm using is Tan Medium Bronze. And I'm going to take the smaller side of that brush. And I'm going on, I'm not using it as contour because this is a warming bronzer. You don't want to get that muddy look. So I'm actually putting it higher up on my cheek, almost in the same place you would apply your blush. And then when I get that on, I'm going to blend it through with the other side of my brush. Now for fall, I don't do too much bronzer because it looks a little out of place. Of course, you could be in a climate where you're still getting lots of sun, or maybe you went on a fall vacation, a little for some fall vacation, so you're nice and tan from that. But I like to do just enough to give a healthy glow so that I'm not looking too sallow, but not super bronze that it looks out of place when I'm wearing a sweater and drinking a pumpkin spice latte. Okay, and then I'm gonna take a little touch more of my foundation. And just like before, gonna break those pigments up. And then I am going to use the little brush that actually comes with that foundation. This is from Chanel. So this comes with the purchase of the foundation. And I am now going to tap this under my eyes, over my corrector, and just blend everything in together. And this brush is really the perfect size for getting like between the nose where you might have a little redness around here. Okay, so I'm gonna let this sit for a while and we're going to move on to the eyes and brows. So for eyes, I've got a beautiful Tom Ford quad. This is the Eye Color Quad Cream in Tiger Eye. And these are the colors that I'm using. Please don't mind her appearance, poor thing. She had a little trauma in shipping. And As a makeup artist, I repress palettes all the time. So I was like, no, baby, you're going to be fine. This is our makeup artist CPR to any palette. So that is what I'm using. And I also have from Chanel, this is the shade Brune Agape. And this is the waterproof eyeliner. So I'm going to take this, grab a Q-tip, and let's get this little gather of product from the lid. Okay, so I'm going to take this liner and see if I can get a bit closer for you guys. And I am just smudging this on the base of my lash line. It doesn't have to be perfect. And doing the same on the other side. And I'm going to take that same Q-tip that I just had and just smudge it a little bit. And doing this first gives the intensity right at the base of the lash line so that when we do our mascara step, it makes our eyelashes appear even fuller. So now I'm going to grab from my Jenny Patinkin brush set. This is the Shadow and Crease brush. I love that these brushes are dual-ended. That means you don't have a lot and you're like, it's too much to choose from. This is a really well curated set to honestly just help you streamline your routine, which I think is always important. So I'm going into this sort of, what shade would we call this? Like an antique gold. And I'm just placing this all over my lid. And the colors are so pretty. And then I am going to take, this is the eye detail brush, and I'm going to take this little pencil tip and I'm going into that darker brown shade in the palette. And I'm going to go over where we put that Chanel pencil liner just to intensify a little bit more. And same on the other side. And just soften everything together again. Next, I am going to take this end and back into that same dark brown. And I'm just dipping and dabbing into both the brown and the antique gold and I'm making up these shade names as I go along. The palette is a Tiger Eye palette, but I have now called her antique gold and brown. And I'm just doing a little intensity on the outer corner and up into my crease. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. And then I'm going to wipe the excess off my brush. And then we're just going to blend that a little more. And same on the other side. This is pretty. And now I'm going into this peachy golden shade. This one, same brush. And I'm just going to add this to my crease for a little bit of warmth. And I'm using the clean side of this brush to just blend everything going up towards the brow. Clean up with a Q-tip. As needed. Don't be scared of anything happening. The best part about makeup is that it is quite literally removable. Hey Elena, welcome. We are getting into our fall eye. So I've got my Chanel pencil and I'm just doing a little smudge under the eye. I'm not going all the way in, stopping right about the center. And I am taking that pencil brush, I'm wiping a little bit of that excess brown off, that same pencil brush, and we're just going to smudge. Smudge that in, and I actually want to take some of that antique gold, I'm using this side of the brush, and just blend that underneath for a little razzle dazzle. And then finally, the lightest color in the palette, which is a almost rose gold. I'm going to put this in the center here just to add a little pop of highlight. All right, let's do some brows. And I have got this is shade clear, obviously. This is the Chanel Brow Gel. And I'm going to brush this through and define the shape of the hairs, sort of get them in place so that way we know where we have little areas that may need some filling. Okay, and then for my brow pencil, I have got from Bobbi Brown. This is the Longwear Brow Pencil, and it's in shade Neutral Brown. It's dual-ended, has a little spoolie, and then an angled tip. So I'm just going to fill in where's needed, because we don't want to have a really strong blocked brow. And same on the other side. And I always need to add a little arch on this side. Okay, I think that looks good. So those are brows. Let's do some mascara, and then we're gonna do a little touch up on your eyes. Actually, wait, let's powder first and then mascara, because I don't want powder to get onto my lashes. I've got the Chanel loose powder. Packaging is always gorgeous. This is shade 30. Yes, shade 30. And this is a translucent setting powder. I'm gonna shake it a little bit so I get some at the top. Okay, perfect. And I am using the powder complexion brush and I'm tapping it in and swirling, making sure that it gets into the hairs. And I'm just gonna lightly powder because we still have to do blush. But I won't need any more powder on my forehead. Okay, I'm going to do a little under eye touch up with the foundation and with our corrector again. Sometimes when you do shadows, like a smoky eye, darker shadows, you may find that it's pulling any dark shadows that you may have under your eyes. So it's always helpful to do your powder after, because if you need to add a little bit more, then this makes it easy to layer as much coverage as you need. And I prefer going in light layers than doing too much all at once. So this way everything always just blends and melts nicely into the skin. So you can see we got some brightening and it melted right into the base that's already there. Nothing is sitting on top. And I'll do a little, this was just a tiny dot of foundation with the brush over top of that. Okay, I'm liking how this is coming together. This palette is the eye palette is such a versatile palette. You can do so many looks and intensities with the looks, and the formula is so creamy. This is the Chanel The Volume Mascara in shade black. And you guys look at the results with just one coat. It's so nice. And same on the other side. And then let's do bottom. Okay, love. Love, love, love. Now let's do some blush. This is the Le Beige Water Fresh Blush. I have shade Warm Pink. And just like the foundation, you will break the pigments up and then apply to your cheeks. And I like the shade Warm Pink because it's neutral, it gives a pop of color, and it works really well with a fall color palette. So if you are someone that has been searching for a neutral blush, this is definitely one to check out. So I'm just tapping this on, and I'm going to tap on the other side. And then I'm going to take my cream complexion brush, the smaller side, and pick the rest up and just go ahead tapping that in. And you can layer this, so layer as much as you'd like. I do love a good blush moment. A little touch on the nose. And I'm going to add a little bit into, just a bit into my bronzer, because the shade is such a pretty neutral. That it's okay to multi-use with it a little bit. Okay. Did I set my under eyes? I don't think I set my under eyes, guys. Did I? I'm going to take this smaller side of this brush and just slightly roll and tap under the eyes. And now for the finishing touch of our face, and then we'll get on to lips. I have from Laura Mercier, this is shade Indiscretion. And this is the face illuminating powder. I'm actually going to take this same side and just tap ever so lightly just to have a little extra sparkle. And this is really fine shimmer, so it doesn't look flaky on the skin, but you get that really nice pop of highlight. Okay. I love, what do you guys think so far? Now, I took a few moments to try to think, what lip should we do today? Because I did a lip edit and we did a few different options for the fall. If you were a nude girly, if you were a berry, or if you were a red girly. And I was thinking, ooh, well, which one of the colors am I going to use tonight to complete our look? And spoiler alert, I couldn't decide. I couldn't decide. So I was like, okay, I'll see how I feel about it in the moment. And I think looking at everything come together, I think we're going to do red. I think that is where I'm being led to. I am going to just blot my lips from my lip balm. And I will be using from Tom Ford, one of the most universal red lips. This is Scarlet Rouge, and this is such a nice formula. we definitely made the right choice. Red was the right choice for tonight, for sure. But let's not stop there. Let's top it off with the Chanel Rouge Cocoa Gloss. This is shade 774, and it's a sparkly gold gloss topper. You can wear it on its own, or you can wear it on top of lipstick. And I'm putting it on my wrist because I don't want to put the wand straight onto my lip, because then we're going to turn our pretty gloss pink. And there we go. I'm going to do one more coat of mascara, because why not? Here we go. And underneath. And underneath. And this is the final look, you guys. Fall Beauty, we have brought together our skin prep. We have brought together perfecting your flawless base. We have brought in how to use bronzer in the cooler temperatures. We have brought in our fall lip edit options. And of course, we have brought in the fall smoky eye. And honestly, this is a look that can take you straight into the holidays, straight into New Year's. And I feel like this could also be someone's signature makeup look. You can switch the lips up and do that nude, do that berry, do just like a sheer gloss, even just the Chanel topper on its own. That's really why I like this eyeshadow palette. It's so wearable and you can manage the intensity of the looks that you're doing. And I love this. I'm happy with the way everything came together. I hope you guys love it too. Do you have, let me check the chat, any questions or anything? If not, I may need to go out. I think I may need to go out after this live. You guys, I think that's what I need to do. So before I go, let's let's go over the giveaway bundle that you will be receiving with a $75 purchase. Each $75 you spend gains you one entry. So first up is this Neely and Chloe makeup train case. It's leather. This is the interior. It has been holding all of my products for this series so far, which I love. Also included in the giveaway is going to be the Chanel primer. So let's tuck that in here. And of course, we cannot forget the Tom Ford eyeshadow palette is also included in the giveaway. Put that in here. And then, as if this wasn't amazing enough, the Jenny Patinkin brush set, which comes with this cute little travel case. So this and the inside contents will be the giveaway prize, valued at about $450. If my math is not girl mathing, if yes. So about that. So if you're interested in any of the products, definitely try to enter the giveaway. And that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. This has been an amazing series. Of course, I will be back with more beauty tips on the mile, but this has been an amazing fall beauty series. And thank you so much for joining me. Bye.